Now, the Corbin Burnes free agency is starting to heat up, and it's getting to the point where no one knows where he's going to sign. One day it's the San Francisco Giants, one day it's the Toronto Blue Jays, and then the next it's the Baltimore Orioles. But one MLB insider has just given us some recent info that could surprise a lot of people about the truth about Corbin Burnes and where he will end up going. Welcome to Orioles Digest. I'm your host, Kam Brice. And before you do anything, if you're a part of this percentage, let's change this today. Come join the family. We have breaking news on the Baltimore Orioles every single day, and I don't want you to miss out on any content that we have coming forward. Now, the Corbin Burnes sweepstakes are starting to heat up, and Jeff Passan gave us some great insight today in his ESPN article. Jeff Passan, MLB Insider, reported Burnes' tutors include the Giants, Blue Jays, and Orioles, and ruling out others engaging will be premature. Now, what Jeff Passan means that those teams are the front runners to sign Corbin Burnes, but teams like the Seattle Mariners, the Boston Red Sox are teams that you cannot sleep on because they could make a late push. Anything could be known. Corbin Burnes has not came out and said which team he wants to go to. So a team could also sneak in, but for right now, what Passan has reported, we know the Giants, Orioles, and Blue Jays are the main teams for Corbin Burnes. So when will Corbin Burnes finally make his decision? Now, Passan in this article also reported that it's likely that Alex Bregman and Corbin Burnes won't sign until after Christmas. Now, I get that. These players want to enjoy the holiday with their family and not have to worry about the MLB and the free agency until the next year. And agents also. So this puts teams, I wouldn't say in a bad position, but it gives everyone a chance to relax and come up with different types of strategies. Now, last year, Blake Snell, one of Scott Boras' best clients, signed late, kind of struggled. So I don't know if Corbin Burnes wants to be in that same situation, even though he was traded to the Baltimore Orioles in January and still picked up as one of the best pitchers in baseball. This will be an interesting story over the next couple of weeks about where Corbin Burnes will go. I honestly think it's between the Giants and the Orioles. Those are the two teams I feel like he's most comfortable with moving. I'm not sure how he feels about Toronto and playing with the Blue Jays, and they're not really that competitive as the Orioles and the Giants will be next season. This is going to get me to my next topic that I think a lot of people will like. What's the chance of the Orioles re-signing Corbin Burnes? Now, over the past couple of weeks, we haven't seen a lot of traction with the Baltimore Orioles and Corbin Burnes. Buster Posey met with Scott Boras last week. Burnes met with the Blue Jays 3 weeks ago. And we haven't heard any reports about the Orioles meeting with Corbin Burnes. Now, recently, over the past couple of days, Boras came out, said he's been in close contact with Mike Elias. And even one Orioles player gave everyone a kind of an interesting update of what's going on with Corbin Burnes' situation, and he put a little fun into it.
Let me just read a text message because he'll get a kick out of this. He'll get a kick out of this. This is kind of me. So I said, "What are you thinking?" Or does just nobody want you? And he said, "Oh, that's a good one." And I said, "Honestly, saw it coming. How are you doing?" So yeah, so it looks like nobody even wants Burnes, which really didn't shock me. But so yeah, that's kind of my side of the story.
Baltimore Orioles are talented, more talented than the San Francisco Giants, way more talented than the Toronto Blue Jays. So if Corbin Burnes truly wants to win a world championship, Baltimore is his only choice. If I'm Corbin Burnes, I signed the deal now. Why wait until Christmas? But I get it. It's a waiting game. I believe Corbin Burnes is trying to make the Baltimore Orioles do everything in their power to just give him whatever he wants. He wants them to go out of their way and stop being selfish and just give him $300 million and call it a day. I would be okay with giving Corbin Burnes a 7-year contract, $300 million, only if it's an opt out in that contract that allows the Baltimore Orioles to either move on from him if at a point in his career it turns south and it gets really bad and they can move on or trade, or Corbin Burnes could have a player option and just opt out after the 4th or 5th year. That's great. That doesn't put Baltimore Orioles in a bad position. For right now, they need a true ace. If we look at the starting rotation right now, Grayson Rodriguez, Dean Kramer, Hyde Pavich, new Japanese pitcher, Albert Schwartz, Trevor Rogers, Kyle Bradish will be returning at the end of next season. But if you replace Grayson Rodriguez at the 1 with Corbin Burnes and you put Rodriguez at the 3, Zach Eflin at the 2, Hyde Pavich at the 5, and the new Japanese pitcher at the 4, this team, that's a top 5 rotation in baseball. All you have to do is re-sign Corbin Burnes, and you have one of the best rotations in baseball. That's all that matters right now. And for Mike Elias and David Rubenstein, they have to take the right chance to make this team a winning championship team. And Corbin Burnes has to be your next target. Forget about Roki Sasaki. Forget about Sean Manaea. Forget about trading for Dylan Cease. Sign Corbin Burnes or bust. That's my view on how the Baltimore Orioles should handle the situation. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button. Come join the channel. We have daily updates about the Baltimore Orioles, and I don't want you guys to miss out.